Do you feel it? Feel it? Do you feel it in the air?
What's good, guys? Welcome to the new lean bulking series. So I really wanted to share with you guys these upcoming goals that I have so that I can really solidify them and to keep myself accountable. And as you guys can see right there, the title of this new series is called Redemption. And the reason why I titled it that is because I was injured pretty much the entire time of my last series, my fall training series. My right rotator cuff was injured due to a bench press accident, and so it was really frustrating for me to not be able to show you guys my full potential, really. So here's a basic overview of all of my goals for this upcoming year. So number one is to lean bulk, of course, because that's the whole point of this series. And the reason why I want to lean bulk instead of dirty bulk is because I've experienced dirty bulking before. I've cut down a lot of weight, lost a lot of fat, and then I would dirty bulk and basically gain all that fat back. And I want to minimize as much fat gain as possible. If you guys have been following me for fall shredding, I spent a lot of time, about 5 to 6 months dieting. I spent a lot of time losing all that weight, all that fat, and I don't want to just cancel all of that progress by I guess binging on a lot of unhealthy foods and to gain all that fat back. And I want to make it easier for myself the next time I cut that I don't have that much fat to lose. And I highly recommend that you guys do a lean bulk instead of a dirty bulk. If you're someone who's just finished a cut and you're trying to decide whether to or what steps to take in order to better yourself, I feel like a lean bulk is the best way to do it. And the way I'm going to lean bulk is by doing things very slowly and gradually. My second goal is to track my macros. Now, I'm not going to count my macros to such a great extent like I did for my last cut, because when you're cutting, you actually have to pinpoint every single calorie and to ensure that you actually lose weight. Since I am lean bulking, I am going to be a little more lenient on the way I track my calories. So I'm going to be eyeballing a lot of things and to just use my general knowledge on counting calories instead of obsessing over every single calorie. Because by the end of the day, I'm still trying to be in caloric surplus to put on size and mass. Definitely going to use a scale still. Maybe on the weekends I won't use a scale at all and just kind of eyeball things, and on the weekdays I'll use a scale to track most of my foods. I feel like tracking macros is a very important factor in being able to actually lean bulk instead of dirty bulk, because if I don't use a scale and weigh out my foods and track my macros, I won't keep myself accountable on actually lean bulking. This will actually allow me to hit a certain amount of calories per day in order for me to slowly and gradually gain weight, but to minimize fat gain as well. Number three, a big part of this series is to get my strength back, as I said earlier. So I'm going to be implementing a couple of different strength programs that I'm going to use throughout this year. Number one, I'm going to use Johnny Candido's bench program and maybe a 6-week program. I'll go into more detail probably in another video where I tell you guys about my workout programs. And I'll also be doing Wendler 531 after I do Candido's program. I've done Wendler's 531 last year when I was bulking, and it was really good. I saw a lot of great results from it. I put on a lot of strength and mass, and so yeah, I want to implement this again this year. As you guys can see right there, those are my 1 rep maxes that I'm hoping to be able to hit by the end of this year. So for squat, I want to be able to hit 385 pounds, bench 275, and deadlift 525. And I feel like those are very realistic goals. In my opinion, the last time I bulked, I was able to hit 365 on squat, I benched 265, and I deadlifted 500 pounds. So yeah, these are very realistic goals, I feel like, and that's very important, guys. When you're trying to set strength goals, it's very important to set up realistic ones and not to overreach. I'm not saying I want to be able to squat 450 pounds or bench 315 or deadlift 600 pounds. I'm trying to do things that I know I'll be able to hit. These are the bare minimum that I want to hit. If I hit a 405 squat or if I bench 285 or something like that, I'll definitely be happy. But right now, I'm just trying to hit these numbers, and I'll still be happy if I just only get these, because these will be a new PR for me anyways. Number 4 kind of ties in with the whole working out aspect of things. I want to focus on my bench. I want to bring it up. A very big part of this series is to regain my chest and to actually get my bench back up as to what it used to be. Now, goal number 5 is a hard one, but I really want to stay around 160 pounds body weight because I feel like that's like the sweet spot for me. That's when I'm feeling very strong, but not overly out of shape, and I'm not too light also. So when I bulked last year, I bulked up to 170 pounds. And don't get me wrong, guys, I felt, I was strong, very strong at 170, but I felt like I was out of shape, to be honest. I know I posted a picture on Instagram, like a transformation picture that showed me at 170 pounds versus me at 150, and it was a very drastic difference. The last goal is another hard one, but very doable, is to do cardio 3 times a week. I feel like cardio should not be overlooked. When I was cutting for fall shredding, I implemented cardio about 4 or 5 times a week towards the end, and it really did help me keep in shape and to burn off excess fat. A lot of people give cardio a bad rap because they think that you burn a lot of muscle and it's just not good for your strength gains. But I feel like since I'm lean bulking, I'll be able to maintain and to increase my strength because I'll have excess calories, and I won't be losing muscle because all the protein that I'm ingesting isn't going to be used up as energy since I'll be on a high carb diet. And so I'm not worried about that. The whole point of me implementing cardio 3 times a week is to ensure that I am lean bulking and not putting on too much weight too fast, and so that I can still be somewhat athletic and to be in decent shape. And cardio is also a way for me to, I guess, de-stress. It was a time for me to watch YouTube videos, to catch up on things, to think about upcoming goals and reflect on different things. And so it's also a good time for me to just take a break in a sense. And the cardio that I'm going to do isn't going to be like 45 minutes or like an hour cardio session. It's just going to be some light, brisk walking for about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Nothing too crazy. It's just a little time for me to burn off some excess calories and to speed up my metabolism. I don't want to exhaust all of my energy from the gym on cardio. It's just going to be something that I'll do probably after my workouts. And moving on, guys, I just want to show you guys a quick little breakdown of my 2017 timeline. My plan right now is to lean bulk from January 1st to May 15th. And then after my lean bulk, I'm going to do a little mini cut before summer starts from May 16th to June 16th. And then after that, I'm going to start lean bulking again from June 17th to the end of the year. And the reason why I want to do a mini cut before summer is because I want to look, decent for summer and not to look too fluffy or too overweight. I'm going to be a little more aggressive on this mini cut, so I'll probably go for 1 to 1.5 pounds per week of fat loss. The reason why I'm not cutting, during summer is because I've done it before where I would come home from school and just spend the whole summer cutting, and I don't see the point of that because summer is a time where I go home and I want to spend time with friends and family and to enjoy good foods with them and to go on vacation and to not be restricted by counting calories. I want to quickly address my macros for this series. So at the very top here, this is my current lean bulking macros, and at the bottom here was my previous cutting macros that I did for fall shredding. And the reason why I put this up also is because I want to compare and contrast the differences between a lean bulk and a cut. For my current diet, I am planning to consume about 2,400 to 2,500 calories. Now this is my maintenance calories for my body weight and for my activity level, and so that's what I'm going to stick to right now since I did just get off a cut. I don't want to rush into things on this lean bulk. I want to do things gradually. So my plan is to stay on this maintenance calories for a good week or two, just to really get a feel of things and to let my body adjust to that. When I was cutting before, I was at 1,700 to 1,800 calories. That's about a 500 to 600 calorie difference. That's because I was trying to lose about 1 pound a week on this cut. And on this lean bulk, my ratio breakdown for the macronutrients is going to be 25, 50, 25, protein, carbs, and fat. respectively, compared to 40-40-20 on my cut. So a very big difference between lean bulking and cutting, besides the calorie content, is the fact that for a lean bulk, I am trying to increase my carbs and fats and to lower my protein intake. And on a cut, I dropped the carbs and fats and I increased my protein. While I'm lean bulking now, I'm going to intake about 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So right now I'm weighing about 154 pounds, and so I'm going to consume probably around 140 to 150 grams of protein. And of course, as I increase in weight, I'll slowly bump my protein up. I drastically bumped up my carbs, as you can see, to about 50%, and so that is going to help me in the gym because I'll have an excess amount of glucose in my bloodstream and glycogen stored in order for me to produce more ATP and to produce more energy for my workouts. So I'll be feeling a lot better and I'll be able to increase in strength and size. And fats, I'm keeping around 25%, not too different from the amount of fat that I consumed on my cut, but I still am bumping up a little bit because fats are a source of energy still. And the reason why I dropped the protein intake from 40% to 25% between these two stages is because when you're cutting, you're in a catabolic state, meaning your body is constantly breaking things down. And since you're catabolic, your body is going to use existing proteins, in the form of muscle and the proteins that you intake, and your body's going to break those down to use those for energy. That's why when you're cutting, people always say to consume a lot more protein than your body needs so that your body can use that excess protein instead of actually breaking down your hard-earned muscle fibers. Since I'm lean bulking now, I'm going to drop it down to 25% and keep it at a lower amount because, like I said before, since I'll be in a caloric surplus and I'll have an excess amount of carbs, my body will use that as the main source of energy instead of breaking down my muscle tissues and the protein I'm intaking for energy. And so it shouldn't be a problem that I'm consuming less protein. I'll still be able to grow and to have enough protein for muscle protein synthesis. The plan is to keep at this amount of calories until I begin to stall in the gym. Once that happens, I'm going to bump up my calories slowly but surely. And so yeah, that's going to conclude this video. That's my breakdown for my new redemption series, my lean bulk series. I want to thank all of you guys for watching this. If you guys do have any questions regarding any of the content that I just displayed, please leave a comment down below. As always, I want to thank you guys for supporting me. If you guys haven't subscribed already, it would mean a lot if you guys would hit the subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Do you feel the buzz?